Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Hope all is well to everybody today. Hope all is well to everybody and for everybody today. Listen, I want to do something a little bit different today. I want to take a little bit of a break from talking about insurance and retirement and investment and do something that pretty much, allow me to, have a little bit of peace, clear my mind, which is sports, right? If you guys don't know, I'm a huge sports fan, right? Especially basketball. Like basketball is my main thing. Basketball and then track and then everything else thereafter, right? So I've been watching a lot of interviews, right, and videos with from Gil's Arenas. He has a show on YouTube that he does, which is Gil's Arena, right? And sometimes I listen to Stephen A. Smith and quite a few of these Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, all these people, right? And one thing that gets me, right, is the whole debate, right, with LeBron and Jordan, right, and who's the GOAT, right? And I don't know, like I I to me it's kind of weird because I kind of get upset when I hear this debate and they skip over quite a few people, right? Like this they skip over Kobe Bryant to make LeBron like number two. It, my list, LeBron is not even top five, and a lot of people are gonna say I'm crazy for this, but I want you to hear my reason behind this. Um, obviously Jordan's number one, and if you guys know, as you see right now, as I'm sipping my coffee, I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, right? I don't know how many Spurs mug, blankets, jersey, hats, whatever, right? I'm a huge Spurs fan. I've been that way since I think I was the first time I picked up basketball, I was 12 years old, I believe. It was in middle school. And at that time, it was David Robinson, right? I was a huge fan of David Robinson. I started working out because of David Robinson. You understand? And I started going, playing basketball. I picked up a ball side, and I fell in love with basketball at the age of 12 because of David Robinson, and I've been with the San Antonio Spurs ever since. And when I hear this whole conversation about the greatest of all time, and for the life of me, I don't understand why LeBron is in the mix of this. You understand? I like LeBron. I think he's a good player. I think is a player that mixes well, but is he the greatest player of all time? Is he even close? I don't think so. Here's my list. Michael Jordan, 6 championship. Kobe Bryant, 5 championship. Tim Duncan, number 3. I got Tim Duncan as number 3. Okay? 5 championship. I got Magic at 5 championship. And I was weighing it between Steph Curry and Larry Bird, but I give it to Steph Curry. And number 6, so this is my top 5. And then number 6 obviously is Larry Bird, and then LeBron's like number 7, somewhere around there, right? Here's my reason behind that. They say, oh, LeBron passed the all-time, I think, assist in games. He passed points, all these things, right? And I'm like, okay, it took you 5+ more years to get those numbers. Even with 5 more years of playing, you're still stuck at 4 championships. 4. And you played for 20 years. Michael Jordan, I believe, played for like 15 years. And the man got 6 in 15 years of playing time. He got so many MVPs for the year. Okay? He got so many scoring titles, defensive players, accolades, and the list goes on and on. So he's definitely up there as the top. I got Kobe as number 2. because he's a copy of Michael Jordan. Everything about Kobe reminds me of Jordan. His tenacity, his will to win, his aggressiveness. Tim Duncan, great team player, great leader, and he was just a monster as a power forward. Couldn't nobody stop him. Magic Johnson, the same thing. Great team player, great leader, love his teammate, and he's a champion. He wins. Steph Curry, the same thing. Now, what does all these 5 people have in common? If you guys can take a wild guess, all 5 of them won their championships with the same team. They wasn't packing up and leaving and try to go somewhere else and try to go win with people just to help them win a championship. I got Larry Bird as number 6. The same thing. He was with the Celtics forever. So Michael, Chicago. Kobe, Lakers. Tim Duncan, Spurs. Magic, Lakers. Steph, Golden State. LeBron has been with Cleveland, Miami, back to Cleveland, and the Lakers. All to chase championship. All to try to get up there with number 23. To me, if you're the greatest of all time, then you should stay. Even if you left, for example, Cleveland, and in your mind they didn't have the pieces for you, and you went to Miami with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, and the minute you lose, you pack up and left. How can you consider yourself the greatest of all time? And the Spurs, the old Spurs, came in there and ran you out the building. The Spurs, you guys won one game, 4-1. They ran you out the building. There's nothing in my mind that puts you on Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry. I don't know where people get this from. I just think the narrative, okay? The narrative that LeBron's camp is trying to paint for people is why this is out there. But it's not true. It's not. If anybody want to be real about it, you guys, prime example, and be honest, because I play ball too, right? When you go to a playground, no matter what city, what state, or what country, and kids are playing around and they're shooting, they're either going to say Jordan, or they're going to say Curry, or they're going to say Steph. I ain't never heard a kid say LeBron. I've never heard it. I've even heard Magic. Like, but I've never heard a kid in the playground put up a shot and say LeBron. Listen, like, I don't understand where people are coming up with this narrative. And let me ask you guys this. Knowing what you know right now about everybody that I just named, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Magic Johnson, and Steph Curry, right? And then let's throw LeBron in the mix. And let's say you are buying an NBA team, right? And knowing what you know about each of these players right now, would you draft LeBron? He's definitely not going to be in the first round. If you know what you know right now, he'll probably be number 6 or 7 in your draft. I'm almost willing to bet that the draft is going to go just the way I have this list here. Michael Jordan will be, knowing what you know about this man right now, knowing what you know about each one of them, Michael, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, right? Knowing what you know about them, LeBron would not be the top of your draft. I'm sorry. I don't, and I want somebody to argue me on this. Why do I say that? You know, knowing what you know right now, that Michael Jordan is committed. He's not going to try to abandon the city and abandon ship the minute they start losing. We know Kobe is committed. He's not going to do that. We know Tim Duncan definitely is coachable and committed and will stick by whatever coach you pick. He's not going to try to get a coach fired. Like, you know you are not going to get any problems out of Tim Duncan. Okay? Magic Johnson, you know he's going to come out and play. He's not going to take days off. He's a great team player. Steph Curry is committed to whatever coach they have in the system. He, like... Like, if you were starting a basketball team, LeBron would not be on your top 6. I'm sorry. And you all know this. But for some reason, you guys are pushing this narrative. And to me, it's very insulting that you guys are skipping past Kobe Bryant. Like, you guys are skipping past... Y'all know in your right mind that y'all would never put LeBron over Kobe. And maybe because, you know, he's not here to defend himself, and out of sight, out of mind. Who knows? I don't know. But you all know there's no way in the world that you will put LeBron over Kobe. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So listen, I wanted to, because I was watching today how Mr. B on the Gil's Arena show was talking about how LeBron did his own way, and Gil and Rashad was trying to explain to him that Michael is just a different, like when you hear Michael Jordan's name, it makes you smile. But it's beyond that. It's just the things that the man has done on the court. Unbelievable things. It's commitment to the game. It's passion for the game. It's tenacity. It's dedication. Right? Every time you hear about the LeBron, it's like he's complaining about something. You understand? Like he wants out. The man, I believe, if he would at least stayed in Cleveland, he didn't have to go to Miami to win that championship. He could have stayed in Cleveland and probably won 1, 2, or 3, to be honest with you. I probably would have given him more respect and more props if he would have stayed in Cleveland and won it there. So and I wasn't going to talk about what I do for a living, right? But what I see from what I do for a living is agents who come in, okay, they never commit, they never stick, they might have a little bit of shine, and next you know something goes wrong, and they're off running, right? And they do that throughout their career, and they never get a chance to develop a highly successful business. You understand? Or never get a chance to develop a highly successful team, because every time something goes wrong, they pack up and leave and go somewhere else. Then something goes wrong there, they pack up and leave and go somewhere else. There's no commitment factor. This is why I can't really respect like LeBron like that, And when you sit there and tell everybody that you're the GOAT and you're the greatest of all time, well, I'm gonna need you to explain to me the meltdown with the Dallas Mavericks championship, and then to me the total annihilation of the 2014 championship when the Spurs ran you out the building. Tim Duncan with bad knees. You understand? A bunch of young role players, right? And I also think, like, I don't believe like Tony Parker was at his best also too in that championship, right? So I'm gonna need you. And on top of that, let me just say, Ray Allen hit a lucky shot and bailed you guys out the year before, because the Spurs could have won back-to-back. The Spurs could have won back-to-back. Ray Allen bailed you out. And even Ray Allen himself said that, yo, LeBron's not the GOAT. I'm not trying to disrespect the man. Like, I like LeBron as a person. He stayed out of trouble. He's a great father, as far as I know, great husband. But for you to sit here and put him above Kobe, I'm sorry. I just don't see it. If you throwing out stats, well, the man played 20 years. I'm gonna give an example. Let's say I'm in the insurance business, and let's say I play for, I don't know, let's say I stayed in the insurance business for 15 years. I've been around for about 15 years, right? And let's say in my 15 years, I broke all records. I got a bunch of championships, right? And then I left the industry, right? And it's another person that, you know, coming along, blah, blah, blah. And this, I beat my record. But it took them 20 years to do it. That person couldn't touch my record in their 15th year. They needed more time to beat what I did in 15 years. The compression of time, right? Right? I did everything I did in a 10 to 15 year window. It took this person a 15 to 20 year window, okay, just to beat my record. And even with that, they still don't have as much trophies and rings that I have. And they've had 5 more years of playing time. Like, they haven't even beaten Kobe. And this person has played longer than Kobe. But you're gonna put him above Kobe because of points? Because of like assists? Nah, no. Now, if he played as long as Kobe and he had more points than Kobe and he got the same amount of championships, yeah, maybe I might say, okay, cool, you know, you might want to put him above Kobe. But I know in my heart of hearts, and you know in your heart of hearts, if you were to start a basketball team, LeBron would not be in your top 5 picks. Knowing what you know, what number one, you already know, knowing what you know now, that if things go bad and he's not happy, he's getting your coaches fired. After that, he wants out. You know that for a fact. He's not commit to you. So that's number one. Boom, red flag. Red flag. Number 2, you know when it comes down to the wire, you can't really count that guy. He's gonna defer. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Magic, Steph. Give me the ball. So I don't understand how you guys have this guy on your list of the greatest player of all time. This doesn't make any sense. So listen, I want to do something a little bit different today, right? Just to give my mind up for work and, you know, refresh and reset, and we're coming towards the playoff season. You know, playoff is about to start soon for the NBA, so I'm hamped up. I'm excited. For some reason, I feel that it might be a shocker this year. And for some reason, I kind of want to go with the Houston Rocket in a way, because of what Ime is doing over there at Houston. And I believe Houston might be the sleeping giant right now, because they got depth, they got size, they're hungry, right? At the same time, I got my eye on Golden State, but I just don't think they're big enough, you know, and Steph got to stay healthy, right? A lot of people are talking about the Clippers. I don't know if I trust Kawhi like that. Now, if he stays healthy, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. But I can't put my money on Kawhi. I'm just sorry. Like I just cannot put my 100% trust on him. He has to prove me wrong. He's never played through pain. I'm just sorry. Like, so I really, and I liked him when he was with the Spurs. I didn't like what he did. The way his team and his camp try to degrade and talk down on the Spurs and Coach Pop. Nah. I can't respect that. Nope. Sorry. So, and then outside of that, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I'm not quite sold on OKC yet. Regular season they might be great, but when you're doing the playoffs and you playing one team for quite a few games, yeah, they're gonna know how to shut you down. So I'm not quite sold yet. Okay, Boston is still a threat, that's out there. But I don't know, for some reason, I feel this itch that the Rockets might have something to say. We'll see. So listen, I want to share that with you guys today. I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day today. Listen, I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful day. Love you.